Thank you, Senator Moran. On behalf of Chairman Sheen, I'll recognize myself. I want to commend both of you and the men and women of your agencies for the extraordinary work they do. Director Wray, Secretary Yellen has indicated that we will likely default on June 1st unless Congress takes action, and Speaker McCarthy has indicated that he does not intend to take default off the table. As a member of the Intelligence Committee, has the FBI assessed whether our adversaries, Russia and China, particularly China, will exploit a potential default in order to propagate disinformation or even other activities internationally to strengthen their economic position and weaken ours?
I guess I would start by saying that, consistent in some ways with my answer to Senator Moran, I think there's a pretty clear record now of the Chinese government, the Chinese Communist Party, taking advantage of any avenue they can to try to gain the upper hand against us. As to the specific question, I think I don't think I have anything to add to what Director Haynes testified to, I think, before you in the Armed Services Committee, but I would associate myself with her comments. And
her comments was she fully expects that they would exploit it to the best, to the degree possible, to the best degree possible for them. Administrator, thank you for your good work. I've got some questions about fentanyl for the director. Director, do you think the FBI should be fully engaged in the fight against fentanyl?
I think we should be, and I think we are. I will say we can always use more resources against the fight. I think Administrator Milgram did a very good job of outlining just how massive the problem is, and it requires a team effort, and we work very closely with the DEA. Our focus is on really what it is the FBI, through its unique authorities, expertise, and resources, can contribute to the team fight, and I'd be happy to talk about what those are.
All right. Now, speaking about resources, again, the House has passed a bill that would likely cut all agencies except the Defense Department by about 22%. So rather than having more resources, you would have significantly less. Is the arithmetic right?
So a cut of that magnitude would be disastrous, not just for the really hard-working public servants, career law enforcement professionals of the FBI, but more importantly, in many ways, on the American people that they're sworn to protect. It is not uncommon for me to get briefed on single seizures from probably every state represented on this subcommittee, single seizures of enough fentanyl to wipe out an entire state. One operation, one seizure by one squad and one field office. So a cut of that magnitude would mean countless seizures that wouldn't happen and countless more fentanyl pills affecting neighborhoods all over this country.
It would also inhibit your ability to grow your cybersecurity force. Would that be accurate?
Also, we are, as I said in my opening statement, dealing with, in the Chinese cyber program alone, an adversary that essentially outnumbers us 50-1, and that's just China. And if you then add on top of that the 100+ ransomware variants that we're investigating, each one of those with scores and scores of victims, we need more resources for cyber, which is why our enhancement asks for that, not less. And a cut would mean scores more attacks on American critical infrastructure, American hospitals, American schools, American 911 call centers from nation states and cyber criminals alike. So again, it would be the American people who would be hurt the most.
Well, thank you for that very candid answer. And Administrator, cuts like that would also endanger the progress you've made, which is significant.
Yes, Senator. Cuts like that would be devastating for our work. We are already about 600 agents down, and so we are running 8 classes this year. That kind of a cut would mean that we couldn't onboard any of the more than 400 agents we are scheduled to bring on board. It also would set us back dramatically in the work that we're doing across the world to map the cartels and to be able to put the right tools and technology into the men and women of DEA's hands. We have a technology and a data system that is over 20 years old, and it is well past time that we are updating it. So we're building an entire mission operating system that will allow us to break silos, share information across DEA, and also really manage the agency more effectively. So for many reasons, it would be devastating for our work.
Thank you very much, both of you, and the men and women of your agencies. Thank you.